Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Master Joseph, and my dear Tao brothers and sisters, for giving me this opportunity. Diwali is celebrated every year, but very rarely we go into the philosophy of lessons that this great Indian festival holds for us. Just imagine God could have ended these wars, the war of Lord Ram and Ravana, or the Kurukshetra war of Mahabharata, in a single stroke because he is the supreme. But he didn't do that because maybe he wanted us to learn the greatest lessons through his own real life acts. Having seen many Diwalis, I'm sharing with you the lessons that I learned from those. Hence, my subject, which is in front of you, is the real Diwali and the learnings of life from this festival. I'm sure every one of you is aware that King Ravana had 10 heads. And hence, I have also divided my presentation under 10 heads. The first one is the festival of lights and colors. Diwali is also called Deepavali. It means a row of diyas or row of light. It is also to celebrate the victory of light over dark and good over evil. Each year on the night of Diwali, when there is no moon, we can see beautiful celebrations, decorations at home, in offices, light dozens of candles and clay lamps, and also electrical bright lights outside on our shelves. Outer lights point to the great inner lights and helps keep them burning. We must remember to not only light the lamp in our temple, office, or home, but also in our hearts. We must light the lamp of truth, divinity, humility, purity, piety, and peace in our lives. By lighting the lamp of knowledge, we drive away the darkness of ignorance. There may be failures in life, which is quite natural, but never get demotivated by your failures. Never quit and always keep trying to succeed. Shine on your strengths, beliefs, talents, passions, and morals. On Diwali, many people begin the new checkbook and put the last year's accounts to the rest. Businessmen also checks their balance sheet, right? I'm sure everybody is aware about the balance sheet, which has an accounts of debit and credits, assets and liabilities. They check how much have we spent and how much have we earned. But the most important point, what about our own balance sheet of life? When was the last time we assessed our minuses and pluses, our strengths and weaknesses, our good deeds and the bad ones? In the same way, we must assess the balance sheets of our lives. Look at the year that went by. How many people did we hurt? How many did we heal? How many times did we lose our temper? How many times did we give more than what we received? Let us truly examine ourselves as carefully like we examine our books of accounts. The fresh check which you get, do it to the God, put it in the holy feet. Put all your strengths, weaknesses also to Him, and then start afresh as a new book, unadulterated by old grudges and bitterness. Diwali marks the victory of good over evil. And the whole country is lit up to celebrate this fact. But once Diwali is over, lights are gone, we often sink back to our normal dark world filled with negativity, anger, jealousy. We have to learn to deal with our inner darkness. It is important during those times to remember not to lose hope and that good always wins over evil. With good intentions in our heart, we will always find a way to win over any obstacle in life. I still remember every Diwali, my mother would do a deep clean every drawer and close it in the nook and corner of our house, which she even does now very meticulously at the age of 90. Here is her picture. While she was working on Diwali, I captured that. In our professional life also, we take time out to clean the desk, email, folders, etc. It reduces clutter and enhances our productivity. Now, how about edit and organize our mind, which is most important of all? Rekindle hobbies, start a workout, meditation, and spirituality every day. By small prayers to the God, the kind of inner peace we get that will declutter our mind and our heart from all the problems of our life. The recently gone pandemic has taught us some important lessons, especially on the importance of focusing on the holistic and mental well-being. Diwali brings together people, right? Even the people whom we have lost touch with. Wishing Happy Diwali personally over social media reaches a peak at this time. Diwali teaches us that man is a social animal and people are important. How much even we might fight, otherwise struggle in our daily lives, handling people, the agony which we have, but every year definitely gives us a chance to forgive, to forget, and make up with others. Every day is not Diwali. This is the popular saying in India, right? It means these festivals are high points in our lives. But we cannot remain there all year long. Diwali teaches us that we have to do what is needed when there is a need. But we also need to get back to the balance and stability once Diwali is over. Whether it is spending, making noise, polluting the atmosphere, or even eating. You can't continue to eat what stuff we eat in Diwali because it's quite heavy. Everything is about balance, and Diwali teaches us to always strive for the balance and harmony. Never to get into excesses and imbalances in life because everyone belongs to us. We share a lot of gifts, Diwali is when friends and families exchange gifts as symbolic to their love and affection. Our thoughts are that a gift is something which comes in a box with fancy wrapping paper around it. Fill homes with strong foundation of love, values, truth, culture, tradition, and spirituality, thereby giving the everlasting Diwali gifts to your friends and folks. As professionals, we may develop the act of giving by coaching and mentoring the young generation. The young generation needs, the inputs and the experience, which as we seniors have got. So our learning can be given back to the society, and the fresh talent to share our knowledge and experience is the true gift to them. while celebrating festivals, give people around happiness by way of little acts of kindness. By visiting the orphanages, by visiting the old age homes, see the happiness on the faces of those who receive the gifts. There are smiles and lots of good energy sharing all around Diwali time. But it teaches us another lesson, to open the gate of our heart more often. Mahalakshmi Pujan is one of the most important aspects of Diwali, as we worship the goddess Mahalakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. We pray to her for money, possessions, and material pleasures. This is not true wealth. This is not what makes us prosperous. We must pray to Mahalakshmi to bestow real prosperity upon us that brings light to our lives and sparkles to our eyes. We must pray for an abundance of faith and success in our spiritual lives, for the love of God and not for the worldly love. Everything eventually ends, right? And change is the only constant factor. Whether it is Diwali, Holi, Christmas, these festivals come and go. We get to understand that everything in life and on the earth comes to an end, including all of us. This knowledge that one day we will be no more could inspire us to do good, to do more. Wipe the tears, lend more happiness, give more, leave behind good rather than the bad memories. We can learn that in any situation, good or bad, it is eventually going to end. It is eventually going to change. Just to summarize, nothing is permanent in this life. If we know this hard fact, this has been said by Dalai Lama as seen in the slide, what is most important is being careful about your karmas. Even Ravana died because of that. It tells that while life is indeed a battle between good and evil, time decides what is good and what is evil. And those who fail to cater to the needs of the time will definitely perish. That's all about my explanation. Thank you very much for being with me.